This ain't about clicks. This ain't about sides. It's about real ones linking up and getting this bread. Shogun. I ain't here for the gossip, I'm here for the profit. Built a lane out the mud, now it's time for the bosses. You ain't gotta like me, you just gotta respect it. A real one recognize work when he check it. Seen too many fold over pride and flex. Chose ego over dollars, chose hate over checks. But me, I'm staying solid, staying down with the cold. Plant seeds, water dreams, watch the whole team grow. I ain't asking for love, I'm demanding respect. I'm giving you a lane you could choose or neglect. But one thing's certain, the real gon' rise. And Shogun Unlimited built for them times. We can all break bread, we can all build more. We can all run it up, we can all open doors. It's Shogun rules, grind to be gone. Come build with the real or get left alone. Built for this, built to reign. Built for the ones that respect the game. That respect the game. That respect the game. I done seen kings fall, seen bosses lose faith, trying to beef with the fam when the plate was straight. I ain't here to battle no brother that grind. I'm here to double the bag, triple the line. If you real, you feel it in your soul when I speak. It's bigger than dogs, it's legacy we keep. Ain't no handshake deals, just loyalty shown. Ain't no fronting in the work, just grinding alone. Shogun's the flag, Shogun's the code. And every real one got a seat at this road. But if you moving with pride, moving for fame, you gon' miss out on building your name. We can all break bread, we can all build more. We can all run it up, we can all open doors. It's Shogun rules, grind to be gone. Come build with the real or get left alone. Built for this, built to reign. Built for the ones that respect the game. That respect the game. This ain't for everybody. It's for the ones who see the bigger picture. Shogun Unlimited, built for this. This ain't for everybody. It's for the ones who see the bigger picture.
Hey.
Shogun Unlimited.
Salute.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. My fault, Big A. I'm all hype and shit. Don't even let you do your shit. Go ahead.
Oh, you good, man. This your show. This is your show, Toyo.
Yes, sir. Drop that motherfucking link in the chat. But yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Salute. Salute to all the Bulldog community. I ain't even looking at the chat. I know it's fuck me today. I want to let y'all know fuck y'all too. But anyway, it's like
Never
this,
fuck
man.
you.
I'm trying to explain different shit. Like, you know, I don't be wearing no designer jeans and designer hats out here for y'all to know me and shit. You know, and still it shouldn't even matter. You know,
Yeah.
so a lot of things I be saying, I go against the grain on purpose and shit like that. You know, just to cut. But I'm always trying to keep the truth alive and put the press on motherfuckers that just be talking shit. So like, you know, even with me with this YouTube shit, and while I'm out here on the mic, I'm gonna tell you my experiences with these dogs, and this is not no fucking hearsay or regurgitation and all that shit niggas be talking. This is some real experience. So
Yeah.
I was just always been a regular dude that loved the dogs. Now my circumstances in life, some luck shined on me to where as though I was lucky enough to come up underneath some legends on both sides of the game, which means some box legends and some motherfuckers that had the dogs before the box. Now I gravitated towards the motherfuckers that had the dogs before the box because they were older and they told me more about the dogs. The other people, they were so concentrating on winning in the fast lane I could kind of see their box blindness. That's why I say words like this. It's because I come up underneath both sides. I'm a dude, even the reason why I'm on this YouTube on the mic now is because when I'm watching the YouTube, because I love the Bulldogs and I've been watching the YouTube for these last 3-4 years or whatever, I have seen my dogs up on different shows screen. You know, through these fucking magazines, journals, and all that shit, I have actually seen my fucking dogs. You dig what I'm saying? So it's not really, so that should tell you something right there. And you know, and I start calling in, asking people and telling motherfuckers, yo, that's my motherfucking dog you talking about right there. You dig what I'm saying? So boom, it's not, you know, but like that shouldn't have to be said for a motherfucker to think I got some worth or something. You understand what I'm saying? But like, yeah, and I still don't celebrate the box shit. Even though you will find my dogs in the motherfucking journal. And some of them been put in the journal without my motherfucking permission. You did? Because I was a young kid and I just happen to have good dogs. So which means when I go around, this is why I be so hard on them box niggas, because like when I used to go around with my dogs from Pops and shit, you know, I'm just walking around, these box guys would see that I had some good shit and I ain't really know nothing about the boxing. They would do different things. I might have a puppy that was like, I might got because Pops shit be fired. So like at 9 months, they doing grown motherfucking shit. So a box guy that, you know, I'm like 17, 18 years old. So a motherfucking box guy, this back in the fucking 80s, 88, 89, when they get a whiff of me through there or whatever, man, there's been times these guys, famous guys, then ask me, this is how this is how they doing the youth. They'll say, oh, that's a good dog right there. Let me do something with them or whatever. So, you know, I'm looking at it where as though, oh, these people are somebody, so I let them do shit whole time. Next thing you know, they making their dogs champions of a puppy that one of my puppies and shit that they done recorded some shit or whatever, and I have no idea about what's going on, and you putting my shit in the thing in these magazines and shit and making like you got champion off a puppy and shit, and I who am I to say something to these motherfuckers or whatever? Like these is things they would do to a youngin coming up in the box game and shit. It wasn't the old men that had dogs going in the woods and hunting and all that type shit. It was these box guys that's doing a lot of lying, a lot of cheating, a lot of stealing. That was them. And like I said, man, I've been underneath the box, around the box. I could build a box. It ain't nothing about a box you can't fucking tell me. But like I know it goes with these is the nigga. Once you put money in the fucking shit and all that, and these niggas want to win so much, that's when the line of cheating and stealing come involved. You know what I mean? And I was there to witness all that shit. And I was in at a time where I was a virgin. You know what I mean? So much shit I could tell motherfuckers. It's so much shit I could say, but I'm not gonna say this shit. But like I'm gonna just use common sense when I'm talking to y'all. Just common sense. And like, cause I'm not a designer nigga, or they don't know who the fuck I am, I'm gonna ruffle a lot of feathers with what I'm saying. But if you think about what the fuck I'm saying, I'm really not disrespecting. Like now I'm disrespecting the box motherfuckers, but really I wasn't disrespecting. It was more of I'm trying to tell people like that was just one aspect of the pit bull. If you let a pit bull, you would know that was just another job that he could do. You can't get hung up on it, even though it was an exciting time and it was times where, you know, and we get caught up in that shit, the highlights and all that shit. But like, yo, it's about to get back to work, man, about some other shit. On some other shit, like make these dogs, we still be able to keep these motherfuckers, like all that type shit without being pressed out and just, it being used as fucking the motherfucking single you out shit, the stereotypes and all that. This is a lot of shit that the people that got infatuated with the box left on our fucking shoulders, and like the nerve of the motherfuckers thinking that they could still. Like they had their shit, they had their shine. It was in their hands. And I'm not saying it like I wasn't part of the gang or whatever. But like what I'm saying, I'm not gonna lose my common sense. You know what I mean? You know, certain times like the dogs got to get carried forward. And like I try to use analogies, like it's just like we all been given certain gifts. The basketball players, LeBron James, Shaq and them. But those gifts wasn't for them to play basketball. We get caught up in thinking that they natural basketball players or they born in that. Like, nah, like, you know what I mean? It's different shit, like working stock, different shit. And you got to look at it in human beings too. You dig what I'm saying? Just because he's big and shit, like, yeah, White man that found the game for that motherfucker to play. You better find something for that motherfucker to do because he ain't gonna be out here starving because he gonna be acting up. It's the same shit, man. And you know, sometimes I don't be knowing how to break it down in conversation, but like I don't be giving a fuck about ruffling the feathers and shit because I'm not faking. I'm not bluffing at all. I'm not bluffing on none of this shit I'm saying. Niggas might be thinking I'm bluffing, but I ain't fucking bluffing. You dig what I'm saying? And like, you know, but a lot of the shit, the community get caught up on popular shit and wanting to be down shit. And the real shit be hard pills to swallow. You know what I mean? It be hard pills to swallow. You dig what I'm saying? Because, you know, I ain't really saying nothing wrong. I'm saying what's real. I'm saying what's real. Now, the box game should know what I'm saying. The box people should know what I'm saying. They know I ain't lying. Like, they know the line. They know about the line cheating and stealing. They know about when it get to a certain point where all your circle or all these circles in these different states, all these people we hearing about, these famous people, box people and all that. At a certain time, the dogs got on a certain level, which means what you gonna do when the man right across from you, his dog is bred just as good as yours, just as talented as yours, you know, and it becomes on the hands because now all of y'all got high elite athletes, high performance things. So it becomes okay, what you can do with your hands. That's the natural process. That's just like the coaches and all that. So it becomes that. Now we got all good athletes. But see, a lot of them couldn't take the losing pill. So they started rubbing, they started cheating, they started betting high prices, they started ducking, they started doing different things. And it happened once the elite dogs got into the hands of the lower people. To me, in my eyes, coming up in it, a lot of the cheating shit came when the dogs start getting in our hands. People that really, you know, you got it in a young kid hands that he infatuated the dog. He really out that bitch walking it. He really out there. You know what I mean? So it kind of like you couldn't kind of beat that man. You couldn't beat that man. All that man needed was a good dog. Once that man got a good dog, that type of man that's into his dog and go out there and put the work in, the lies get exposed. You can no more just go on that you got the popularity dog, you got this dog, you got this dog. What about that man that had this dog and come with the hands and he just really doing the work? You understand what I'm saying? You know, like a lot of steroids, different supplements, different edges niggas had to get because of the box game, different things like, you know, finding ways to cut corners, finding ways to cheat. You dig what I'm saying? So it became more variables in that, whereas though it wasn't more, it started being not about the dog anymore. It started being about the tricks and the fucking your resources and the tricks and shit. It stopped, to me, my experience. It stopped being about the dog. It started being about who camp you with. If you with the niggas behind that got the money behind it, you know what I mean? Like, cause they making this cur dog, making everybody in the public want to breed to him when you know that motherfucker ain't right. And you know you seen some real shit, but they ain't even hearing about the names. They ain't hearing about, it's not the names y'all hearing about now, believe me. The names y'all hear, you don't even, this is how I know, like, the names y'all hear now and all that type of shit, those not the names of the people that's playing who's getting down. You're not going to hear those dogs' fucking names because you ain't supposed to hear those motherfucking dogs' names. But see, we get caught up in whoever make commercial first, just like hip hop. Whoever make it to the commercial, make it to the radio, to the radio, man. And that's all I be trying to say. Now, when I ruffle up feathers behind that shit, I can't care because I'm coming on some shit where as though I'm just saying what it is. And I think through my experiences, I'm sure I ain't the only one that feel this way, that has been there and done that shit. And just because you've been there and done that, you don't mean that you got to promote that shit like it was the fucking like that shit be all. No, to me, it was a wonderful thing. It was a wonderful thing. You got to see some things or whatever, but like, it never was the end all be all. You know what I mean? And I always will give props to them for what they did for the dogs. They did do certain shit for the dogs. They did do certain shit for the dogs. But then again, I also know the bad shit that they did to the dogs, which means when I say box blind, a lot of them got caught up in thinking that shit never was going to end. So basically the product they was kicking out, you'll see the shy shit that they're pushing off on the people. It was more dogs like that they pushing off on people instead of a good all-around dog. And 90% of the people was never going to be doing what they're doing. So it was never going to be, they wouldn't even find out that they ain't have a good dog. And them people know that. These people know that you probably ain't gonna never be doing what they doing. You probably ain't gonna never, you know, and it's been like that. So that's how they get away with giving you some garbage ass shit, because they know you ain't gonna really be doing shit to find out that shit garbage. And you gonna take care of it or whatever. My whole point is, man, this dog been able to do all types of shit. And that's all I want to give respect to is the dog. That box shit, yeah, I salute it, but I'd be damned if I let people just say, I mean, on my watch, I'm not gonna let people just be acting like that was the end all be all. Like, and if your dog ain't doing that it ain't shit, I can't roll with that. Like, I'd be stupid as shit. Like, nah, just like they was good before the box. They, you know, the same way they was on people, they went from the, like, in the woods, the box, to your motherfucking couch, to climbing walls, to all of that shit. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying, like, they can do all these jobs. We should not be just cheering for one job that it could do real good. And we was cool. We liked that job that it could do. All right, that's cool. How far does that go though? When we talking about taking these dogs forward, you dig what I'm saying? That's just me. That's where I'm standing at night. I don't know who would get ruffled up about that shit that I'm saying. Talk to me. Is the link in the junk?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Let me go to the chat real quick, man. Just say salute. Man, JT, man, what's happening, bro? Genetics rocking, man. Go on, get that check, man. Hope we make your day go by, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, wifey still in the building. She probably clocked in by now, man. Yeah, Mike Dan with the plan, man. Yes, sir. Lone Wolf, man. You in here. Yes, sir. Man, who else? Dan Brown, man. Yes, sir. We good, man. Hey, I love the fact you kicking it with us in New Zealand, man. How them dogs doing out there, man? Yes, sir. What you feed your dog, bro? Hey, bloodthirst. You know what it is, man. You be riding in all the channels, bro. I see you, man. Bad batch. Yes, sir. Wes Walker, man. We in here, man. Yeah.
And salute my motherfucking nigga Mike Dan. Salute my motherfucking nigga Mike Dan. Y'all don't get it twisted because that man smacked me up all side my head at the cook over there in Samurai. Don't y'all get it twisted. That nigga got love for me and shit. You know what I mean? I got love for him. You know what I mean? I'm a youngin' to him. So yeah, he can smack me upside my head and shit. Whatever. Yeah. Salute, Mike Dan.
Yeah, Tony M. King T, man. What is happening, bro? I'm glad you're here, man. Straight up. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? What else we got here? Making it fit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said, as a teenager, I was always told, listen, kid, these dogs are few and short generations away from becoming normal dogs. We have to protect them. Truer words than ever, never been spoken. Big C, what's happening, man? Him and James, man. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one of the things.
On?
I'm gonna tell you, I get emotional too. I know y'all can tell I get emotional about shit and
that's what's
whatever. Because I'm a human being or whatever. But I definitely be working on that shit because you know what Pimpin said, like them old guys that don't never be like doing this type of shit like I do. Those the men, you know what I mean? They don't be doing whatever. But like, you know, I'm a human being. But like I also wanted to say, damn, what I was gonna say about them motherfucking dogs. Go ahead, hey, I figured out. You know I'm fried. I figured out. I'm old too.
Yeah, but like I was saying, man, earlier, man, all common law is these dogs, man. It just is, you know, and everybody.
Oh, I got it, eh? I gotta cut you off while it's fresh on my mind.
No.
Oh yeah. Just want to let y'all people why I'm out here showing off and shit like that. Let me tell you some other shit. I've been going through my pedigrees lately, And like I told y'all, I've been on Mr. Moore or whatever, and I be getting mad how all these dog men never said nothing about Mr. Moore and shit like that. But anyway, and I see how they curved him and put this nigga bitch dog or whatever all that nigga shit. So what I'm doing on my pedigrees, I'm revising them. And all the white boys that I know on there, I'm putting this dumbass cracker shit dog on that. And the ones I know was smoking this shit, yeah, smoking meth ass motherfucker right here. This is dog. I'm gonna start doing all that shit to the pedigree. So if you get to see one of my pedigrees, it's gonna say the real shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was smoking. This smoking ass white boy gave me this. And boom, boom, boom. Yeah, since they want to curry us like this nigga's dog. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm gonna do some shit too. Yeah, this is why I'm being out here being messy, letting you motherfuckers know that shit too.
Hey, Toyo, who pissed in your Cheerios this morning, man? Damn. Hey, Toyo, God, dog.
This white motherfucker stole my dog and sold it to somebody else. This nigga, I'm putting all that shit. This white, all that shit. And I'm putting the cool white boys too. Cool ass white boy. His dog, me and him did business. I'm gonna start revising my motherfucking pedigrees. Yeah. And like I said, them invitations is still open for the Garners and all them other motherfuckers. You know what I mean? If y'all niggas think I'm bluffing, you should know why I'm inviting these certain type motherfuckers in. Who gonna fucking show up? You know what I mean? And I ain't got shit, and they ain't got show up. But you know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like our blood run thick in these motherfucking dogs, man. You know, me, my friends, my family, all that shit, nigga. We spent racks of cake, so you think I can't talk the shit I'm talking, and anybody else can too that did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's all the fuck I'm saying. And yeah, and some niggas want answers now. That all this information that we could get tied to, like some of the pedigrees and shit. Like I never was into the pedigrees. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. I'd have been on James Edwards yards and different things. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just come to Pops and them and see and they put the measuring stick up. That's all it was. You dig what I'm saying? Like some of these dogs I'm seeing, boom, 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 boom. You know, motherfuckers been there, done that, man. Motherfuckers been there, done that, man. You know what I mean? You know, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers been there and done that, man. And like I say, these names, the fuck y'all hearing there, man, them motherfuckers commercial names, man. Them the motherfucking commercial names, nigga. For sure. Believe that. It's just like the motherfucker. You need to know that shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man. Yeah. Man. No, that's real, bro. Toyo came up here, he said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You cool. I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. A man and his motherfucking dog, minding his motherfucking business. That's what it is. That's what it always will be. You know what I mean? That's what it always will be. A man and his dog, and what he want to do with his dog. Boom, boom, boom. Never getting if he wanted to go out in the woods with his pistol and his knife and his dog. You dig what I'm saying? I salute that motherfucker, man. If he wanted to go to a show with his friends and let him run some walls, I salute that man. You know what I mean? If he jumped in the box with the Carhartt coveralls on it, I salute that motherfucker, man. You dig what I'm saying? If he sat on the couch with that motherfucker and used to tell him go get the remote, I salute that motherfucker, man. So, you know what I mean? That's all it is with me. That's all it is.
Respect all the way around.
Yes, sir. I'm in that same boat.
Yeah, and like you said, I think all of us can agree. Like you said, man, this ain't no one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? We got a very special animal in our possession that's capable of doing damn near anything that the canine species can do and more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I totally get his passion, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't put the magnifying glass on just one aspect of it. Of course, that was a big aspect of it and historically and stuff. But I mean, only reason we ain't putting a whole lot of aspect on the bull bait and shit like that is because it won't no recorded. You know what I'm saying? Won't no videos of it. Won't no. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. You know, I think most red-blooded males enjoy combat of some type and everything. But like you said, man, we got to evolve with the time so these dogs can be around. We got UFC and boxing. If you want to see a blood sport now, with the laws and regulations as tough as they is, man, we gotta we definitely gotta diversify, and that goes in every direction, like you were saying, shows, competitions of all types, and that type of thing, so that we can we can keep these dogs around. You know what I'm saying? When they trying to legislate and get breed bans and all this type of shit like that, we need some good examples to point to say, look, man, such and such, this person in a wheelchair need this pit bull because that's his service dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's a feather in our cap. That's what's gonna keep us afloat.
Yeah, real
No,
talk,
that's
SFL.
real. That's
I'm
real.
la- I'm
That's
laughing
real.
at motherfucking King T. Salute King T. Hey, yeah. Hey,
What?
for sure. Who else we got to be? Oh, Welsh. Welsh up here. Got that Welsh trying to hit me upside my head. Ain't no Welsh was up. Y'all ain't tell me Welsh was up this motherfucker. Yo. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Y'all let Welsh up this. I don't know if Welsh up in here. Hey, hold up. What the fuck was I ready to say, though?
He
Damn, I
stuck
keep
in as a
forgetting what I was going to say,
backup.
my nigga. I keep on
It's
forgetting
all
what I was
good.
going to say. Shit.
Hey
Y'all go
man,
ahead.
put
Y'all
the
go ahead.
runts down, man. Put the runts down, man.
Yeah.
Nah, but student for life though. He said some real shit. But I've been saying that for like 10 years now. People don't realize what you we deal with the best dog breed in the world, but they want to limit it to one category, and that's the problem. And the second problem is people don't realize without the public shows that's been going on, they would have been coming to y'all yards and knocking on y'all doors if it wasn't for some of these public shows.
Yep.
Them public shows change a lot of people's perspective towards the dogs. Little do certain people think about. A lot of people don't think about that. It's a lot of people in law enforcement that own pit bulls. That
Yep.
if they see a certain case, they won't. If they see your dog doing well, they won't even fuck with you because they own pit bulls and they understand certain things. So when
Hmm.
people talk bad about the public shows, it just show that they mind is not in the place where it need to be. Because again, like Toyo was saying, it's a lot of people you never heard of. It's a lot of kingpins. I said this before. It's a lot of kingpins and billionaires that you walk past every day, but you don't know that because they not out here showing you that side. You're seeing a normal person. It's the same thing with the American Pit Bull Terrier. You gotta have a storefront, which is the public shows. That's your storefront where
Mm.
everybody could come see you doing this. You doing good in the public's view. And again, if you go to some of these dog shows and you look at some of these individuals that's in these shows, these some of these people could be your fucking neighbor because we know a lot of these people never they don't even know what the box is. They just know these dogs like to get down. They don't understand the rules. They don't know about none of this shit. But they know we got the UFC. So when you have a public show every month, every other month, remember it's hundreds and thousands of people that's not underground, don't know about the underground, that's attending these shows. Them would be the same people that just might save your ass one day,
Yep.
depending on your situation and where it take place. But yeah, a lot of people got to get out that mind state though, because again, if you take away these public shows, let's say the last 20, 30 years, if you take away these shows, it's a whole half of these dogs wouldn't be alive today
Yeah, I
because they
agree.
would have
I
been
agree.
knocking on your door. They would have
I
been
agree.
knocking on your doors for these dogs.
Yep. Yep. And don't nobody know, like you said, when you out in public or you out with your dog and that type of thing. I implore everybody that own these dogs to set them up for success. You know what I'm saying? Don't take your dog to the
Exactly.
dog park and turn them loose if you know it's going to be a problem up in there, because that's a black eye to us as a breed. But I take mine out in public and have them perform obedience and like blow people's minds and stuff like that. And I can't wait for them to ask me, "Hey, what kind of dog is that?" So I can explain to them. You know what I'm saying? I get a kick out of educating ignorant people about it. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that's just willfully ignorant. They don't want to learn. And that's fine too. I ain't gonna waste my time with them. But for the people that are willing to learn the truth about the dogs, that sort of thing, that's what I'm here for. And you never know who you impressing upon. I'm a dog trainer by trade, and there's been times that I've worked with a client for 8 weeks. And at the end of the 8-week session, I found out as a police officer or as a
Yep.
politician or
Yep.
whatever else. You feel what
Yep.
I'm saying? And I introduced
Yep.
them to the real, the good side of this breed, man. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of it, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know who I was dealing with because I don't ask them what their occupation is. I'm there to help them with their dog.
Man,
And student for life, you didn't lie about that because think about it. When you in public, look at the age we're in. You could have your game dog outside doing drills. It might be somebody recording you,
Yep.
showing that your dog is obedient and post it online showing, and you might not even see the person, but
Yep.
they might say, hey, look at this person with his pit bull, yada yada yada, whatever the case may be. And that's a good light for us people. And again, the more of that we get, the less heat it is on us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people, they want the heat on them for some fucking reason, I don't know, but
I
I
think
mean,
I think a lot of times that for people that kind of try to exclude pit bulls from everything but the box, I think for most of it, I done seen people that was their heyday, that was their time of greatness was when that was going on, and they was in the middle of
yeah,
it.
yeah,
And now that era is over, it's almost like, well, they shitting on the dog, they shit on everything except that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I get it, but at the same time, you should be more open minded. You should be more focused on keeping this breed alive for the next generation and next generation. I pray to God that these dogs are around for my grandchildren to enjoy, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that happens.
hell yeah, hell yeah. That's it's just like matter of fact, it's a video I was recording one time. Then I was doing some drills, and this older white gentleman walked up on me, and come to find out, he's a very big. Well, he was big in the AKC. Come to find out, um, he was like, man, I never seen a game dog that obedient. I said, well, you for one, you gotta spend time. A lot of people don't spend time with their dogs. A lot of people don't
Mm-hmm.
know their dog personality, and I always say that shit. A lot of people don't know their dog personality for real because the dog on the chain all day. They might spend 20 minutes with the dog a day. You don't know that dog for real. You don't know that dog for real. I mean, but so he going through it. And matter of fact, the video's up there. You can hear the whole conversation I had with the guy. And he was saying how he never seen game dogs that obedient and all of that, and how they get such a bad reputation because of the hands that they fall in. And he was saying he also stated that the reason, and mind you, this is an older white guy. He stated that the reason that a lot of it gets bad rap is because too many people want to be known. Mind you, I said he was a big guy in the AKC, and he knows about all of this stuff we know about. And he said you don't hear about the other stuff with other working breeds that happen to be doing some of the similar things. He said, and he was asking me, he said, why is that? And I told him again, it all depends on the people that the dog hands end up in. Certain
Yep.
people want to be famous for the wrong reasons, instead of just being successful. And see the student for life. This is the thing. A lot of people can't take success silently.
Go ahead.
A lot of people have to show people their success instead of
Mm-hmm.
letting their success talk for them.
Yep. Yep. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. It's people out here just like you and me that then father great dogs. I mean, like legendary dogs and everything else. And the world know the dog. They don't know the man behind the dog. You feel what I'm
They don't
saying?
know
Like,
the man. They don't really know the man behind.
yeah, yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the same thing Big Toyo was saying in the beginning. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't put these dogs out here like that. You know what I'm saying? In no journal or nothing else. Other people did. You know what I'm saying? That man totally
Exactly.
fine, sitting back, twiddling his thumbs, just satisfied with his work himself. It's one for everybody else. But
Exactly.
somebody had to make it public because they need that recognition. They need somebody to affirm
Exactly.
that I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And that's a character flaw too.
Man, I ain't even know nothing about no motherfucking journal when they did that shit. Motherfucking people had to call me and tell me, and she said, you made the journal. I was like, huh? Yeah, that shit crazy, man. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
That's how it
But
is,
then,
Toyo. It's
but
crazy.
that's how that shit is though. But so like you could be that regular dude with your dogs, and like if your dogs, that's why like these boys keep stressing like the dog make the noise. I didn't never go looking for that shit. My dogs, motherfuckers heard certain shit about my dogs, and they put my dogs in positions they were supposed to be put in. That was it. You dig what I'm saying? It wasn't about me talking that shit. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to talk the shit. That's the whole thing. That's why I need to get the mic away from me soon as possible, because that shit is crazy. So I'm used to doing that shit. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't used to a whole bunch of that talking shit. But you know what I mean? But and I got a whole lot of work to do, you know, trying to move these motherfuckers over to some shows and get in the woods and all that type shit. You dig what I'm saying? And and protect myself and shit from different shit that motherfuckers, you know, that other motherfuckers do. The motherfuckers that be caught up in the spotlight and the hot shit. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's because they want to be in the hot shit and all infatuated with the hot shit. They'll bring the good old motherfucker greasy corner kitchen down, burn that bitch to the ground, knowing how hard it is for motherfucking black people to have a restaurant and shit like that anyway. You know what I mean? Because you ain't gonna support us anyway. That's why I said my shit costs 17 bands for right now, my nigga. I don't give a fuck nobody buy them motherfuckers. I want 17 bands for my junk, or I give them to somebody, a good person. A good person can get one for free, but just for the public or whatever, 17 bands.
It ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Who could put a value on it? They don't know what you put into that breeding. They don't know what you didn't put into your program and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, man, it's to go along, get along, gang. Everybody want to be everybody want to be a great, or they want to be on with somebody else, man. That's the whole beautiful thing about these dogs. You start your own legacy. You know what I'm saying? That could be at the weight pool. That could be at the weight pool. That could be in the woods hunting hogs. That could be, you know what I'm saying, what obedience ring, Schützen ring.
Man.
Like, that's what impressed me when I see a dog like a Schützen 3 title, some shit like that, because I know how hard that is for any breed. That's hard for the breed that was made for. You feel what I'm saying? So like that's what I salute. Or you know what I'm saying, I salute somebody that made the dog a bomb or a drug or detection dog, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's thinking outside the box, literally and figuratively.
And man, at the end of the day, the way I come up, man, a person can have his dog on the couch, an old couch dog, right? Couch dog, right? And you could be across the street with working dogs, and I see you out there every morning putting in the work with the dogs and all that shit. All I know, my experience tell me, if you come outside talking shit about your working style, and what it would do to my couch potato, it still has to be fucking proven.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ain't nothing but an opinion until it's proven otherwise.
And you'll be mad as shit. You get your shit whooped. You doing all that work over there in the couch potato. Just get up from watch TV. Like, it's time for me to go with some ass, boss. All right, bet. Boom. You see?
Hey, is y'all audio out? Oh, you on mute, Toyo. You was on mute.
Nah, I wasn't talking. I said what I said.
Oh, all right, my bad.
I said, you be mad if that couch potato whoop your motherfucking ass.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. You know, that's why I told y'all up there. I said, man, I got the 4-minute curse for the low over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it always been like that. I seen it happen plenty of times. I seen it happen plenty of times. You know, historically speaking, you know what I mean? The old heads, the old legends used to come to Pop's yard. I'll let them tell you stuff. But plenty of legends come to this. They did the same thing I did. Use Pop's yard as a measuring stick. They figure if they could get through Pop's yard, they be all right in the box. Because they ain't going to see the same shit in the box. What's that telling you?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
If that motherfucker could survive with a motherfucker that Pop might even leave on the chain and tell them niggas drop the jump, if it can survive with that, they know they're going to do damn good in the box. What's that telling you? Yeah. And I seen that shit.
Yeah, I mean, Pops has some hell of a dogs around there, and was once somebody else that took success quietly. We ain't got to boast and be chest about it, you know.
Yeah, and I did what I was supposed to when I ran across them old men talking shit. Them old men talking shit and once they seen things, they asked me could they come talk to Pops, and I let them old heads talk to Pops, because that ain't my motherfucking business. I take them, let them old heads talk. You dig what I'm saying? And you know, and I get to hear them conversations. So like, I see what's going on. You know what I mean? It's always room for that motherfucking kitchen, that motherfucker, that them dogs, that man, that his yard for the dogs is working stock, man. Man, listen here, man, y'all go ahead and cook.
But Toyo, this the thing though, Toyo, with the whole house dog situation, you gotta remember, them dogs be the one that's gonna die for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. But
And,
look,
and see,
on my mentor, his dog, off the couch, handling business, handling business, couch, house dog. Yes, sir.
well, Grand Champion Silver was a house dog and playing with cats.
Yep. Yep.
So, you know, again, like I always say, and student for life, and Toyo, you gonna ruffle feathers because the shit I said this shit years ago and people got ruffled by it. So, bro, just because your dog showing certain shit at 9, 10 months,
Don't
that
mean
don't
shit.
mean he gonna grow. That don't mean he gonna grow up to beat this couch potato, brother. That don't mean that. Because every dog got his day, and every dog's built different. But at the end of the day, that house dog has a different bond from the dog that you only spend 10 minutes with per day.
Say it again. Say it again.
So
And
I don't think people understand that.
I see that aspect in pretty much every field of working dogs, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, out here in rural Virginia, man, I seen a lot of hunters and you know what I'm saying, they got their deer dogs, rabbit dogs, coon dogs, all that type of stuff. And the ones that's the most successful, the ones that got the most impressive dogs, got
House
house dogs.
dogs.
Them dogs is they lay up on the couch and
Where
they get
you
out
at,
there and
student
they
for
do it.
life?
I'm in Goosen,
What part
Virginia.
of you? Oh, I'm up
Goosen.
at I'm up on Appomattox side.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about
yeah.
then. You know exactly what I'm talking
We're
about.
gonna we gonna talk. Yeah.
You know. But yeah, like you said, that bond will take you further than just that like you said, 20-minute trainings every day or whatever else. Because that dog know you. That dog know when you serious. That dog know when you need something as opposed to when you don't. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna give his life for you because that dog love you as much as you love him. Probably more.
And that's the reason. That's the reason why I rotate dogs weekly. Every week I rotate my dogs, and that's the reason
Amen.
why I do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna build a bond with the whole pack. You know what I'm saying? So that way, like you said, all of them got that same love for you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't just one or two. You getting everybody that important attention, that time, and you know what I'm saying, that bonding.
That. And just to be fair, I seen it on the flip side too. A bunch of dumb motherfuckers think they could take a couch potato over to somebody that's their craft, and you know what the fuck happened. I see that. I
Yeah.
seen that too.
But Toyo,
You know
but
me.
Toyo, but
Don't think I'm
Toyo.
talking crazy. Don't think I'm talking crazy. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean. Like, you know, a dog is a dog at the end of the day, man. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying, man. Shit.
Oh no, that's true. That's true. But even let's go back to these journals and these articles. If you read about some of the best champions, they was in the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me saying it. The shit is out there. It's public. If you go back and read some of these journals and all, that's why I say people read what they want to what they want to read. People only going to analyze what they want to. Just like when looking at a certain pedigree, you might have 10 working dogs in there, but you only looking for G. But you got 10 other working dogs in front of G. You know, people only going to analyze what they want to. So when you read these old articles and stories, a lot of people don't talk about how at least 30 to 40% of these dogs was in the house.
Man.
Highly
And
valued.
And these old heads, them old heads and stuff that really know they shit, whatever, they some slick motherfuckers. Well, don't get it twisted. And they playing chess, which means it's all types of things they'll do. Like they'll just historically speaking, they'll let a nigga see they house dog or see they dog doing some shit that don't go with the popular thing and wish that you call them the fuck out. setting your ass up all the time. You coming over the house, they letting you see these motherfuckers doing shit that you say, oh, this motherfucker got a yard full of curse. He did that shit on purpose for you to even do that shit. They know the game, believe me. Don't let you have a lot of money, because they know you're going to go right back and tell somebody, man, that nigga got a yard full of curs. I just seen the fucking dog with the cat. I seen the dog with the other puppies. And woo, woo, woo. So now you going to stack up your cake and go try to holler at that man. Man, the motherfuckers ain't playing checkers, man. They wasn't never playing checkers.
Damn, you right. Damn, you right.
But student for life, this go back to what I was saying 2 weeks ago about when I do selective breeding. I look for dogs with certain type of mindsets. And like I said, you got drive crazy dogs, and you have dogs that are drive crazy, but also know I only need to do this in the box.
Yes, sir.
Every dog don't. So a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people do not understand that concept. They forget that these dogs are not robots. They actually think for themselves also.
Yes, sir.
But,
yes, sir.
But
that's intelligence, though.
And that's what I look for in my dog. Every dog is not like that. But if I had to choose a dog every time, I want a dog like that.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna get that every time, of course. But those are things I look for. You have certain dogs, when you drop them inside the box, they know what to do. When you take them outside the box, they'll go play with a goddamn cat or some shit.
Yeah, that's real talk. That's real talk.
But it's because at the end of the day, people can have their opinions, but there's too many examples out there to disapprove of it.
Yeah. Yep. And
did y'all let Kaz in the building? Kaz in the chat. Did y'all let Kaz in the building? Hey.
Yo. Salute out there to y'all bulldoggers, man. What's going on, man? Hey, what else? And I don't know who the brother was that was speaking with, man. It was kind of hitting on something that I think I kind of figured out a while ago, but I wanted to see if y'all seen the same way that I seen it. And I think into why the house dog so good. Do y'all think, or I believe, right, that the more that dog love you, it tie into his game, his willingness to die for you? Do y'all believe
1,000%. 1,000%.
Yes, sir. I agree.
1,000%.
Yes, sir. I agree.
I seen it.
Okay, because I think that's what it be tied is tied into that, and I think that is overall intelligence.
Well, you know think about it this way.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, think about it this way. You live in a house. Let's say, because I have a stepdaughter also. Now, if I had met my wife once my stepdaughter had turned, let's say 15. Now, if we had separate places, me and my stepdaughter could build a bond. But my stepdaughter, I've been in her life since she was 5 years old. She's now 15. She's been living with me since then. So you do understand, if we were separate, that bond wouldn't be the same, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, that's all it is to it then. That's all it is to it.
So it's kind of like because like that's your daughter now. You dig what I'm talking about? That's your baby. You dig what I'm talking about? And what I do know for a fact is that if you feed them long enough, they start to look like you. You dig what I'm saying? So
exactly.
You dig what after all that time, what you put into her starts to output now at 15. What you was putting in at 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is not you getting the results of that, right? And I think that's out of love too.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Love drives a whole lot, bro. More than people like to realize, love drives a whole lot, and that's between people, that's between animals, and you know what I'm saying. Between the two of us, you know what I'm saying. Like I just seen some dogs do some incredible shit that the dog really didn't know it was capable of, but because he was doing it before you. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hmm?
I know it because I've seen people take stuff that they just knew wasn't no good. They got told it wasn't no good. Somebody else seen something else in it,
Yep.
and it turned into something else just because he spent time with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I knew for a long time that it was always, it's that connection, it's that bond. You know what I mean? It's something about, you know, when you could talk to a dog, he looking at you. You know this nigga understand what you say. He understand exactly what you saying. And this is why I believe, this is just my belief, I believe the dog, why they call it man's best friend, is I think the dog is probably the only animal that won't just naturally, not wrong with it, or something, you know, you're trying to do something to it that won't harm it. Everybody else will kill you. Take a nip at you.
Hey man,
You did what I'm
that's
talking
why.
about? Even a wolf. So this is why I don't believe wolves was dogs was wolves. You did what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
tell
A
you,
wolf will
gentlemen.
still bite you today. You ain't fuck all his life. He'll still get you. You did what I'm saying? Because he just got it in him. So I think this dog, he was getting a rock man from day one. This is just what I believe. I ain't trying to force that on nobody.
Man, man, listen, man. The race car drivers. That's why I told y'all a while ago to all the people that fuck with me. I told y'all beware of the competition spirit. The competition spirit can overwhelm you, overtake you, and it'll have you doing crazy shit. Just on the competition spirit, being the spirit of competition. Beware of it. Keep balance. Keep focused. Keep grounded. Because it's like the racers, yo. The racers, they got so infatuated with that shit that they couldn't wait for the breeders to make the cars and shit. The motherfuckers got so infatuated they started thinking they could make the cars themselves. And they came up with a couple of good cars. But the breeders always play the long haul game. The breeders always are into the dogs. The breeders know different things. And I'm not just talking about your everyday breeders. I'm talking about the Boudreaux and all these guys that we be talking about. The ones that, you know, only reason why Kurds got a bad name, it ain't the breeders now. It's the racers. They don't want that shit. You know what I mean? So the breeders starting to have to lie and tell you, you know, the racers always live in a fantasy fucking world. You know, the racers live in a fantasy world. They want the shit winning all the time. Every time they do, you can't satisfy. The breeders know the numbers don't go like that. Like, nigga, you can't come right back to me tomorrow. Like, but the numbers don't go the way the racers want the numbers to go. You know, so the breeders can't get caught up in that type of shit or whatever. For them to produce good dogs, because like if they want to end up with producing good dogs consistently, that's the key. Like if y'all listen to different things, y'all hear how a lot of people be saying, if y'all listen to them old breeders and shit like that, they kind of telling you that they going through a lot of curves before they get them good ones. You dig what I'm saying? They're going through a lot of curves before they get the good ones. Now you got different mentalities out here. You got the racers, they don't want nothing to do with the motherfucking curves. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. I understand that. Salute that. I'm not disrespecting that. But I'm trying to say, to get to the good dogs consistently, somebody had to deal with the curves. No matter what the things was they was doing, it was a way you got to deal with it. So what I'm saying is like somebody that has jobs for their dogs, and they're like on a farm or something or whatever, and they're finding dogs. They're raising their puppies. They're keeping their product, the curs and all. Fuck it, I'm keeping it real. The curs and all, but like they don't know they occur off the top. What I'm trying to say, they're letting these dogs raise up and they're on the farm and they're doing different jobs. They're letting the dogs choose the job. So they might go through 50 dogs. What I'm saying, it might have been 40 dogs or 30 dogs or 20 dogs before somebody like that said, oh, okay, this one right here, this good for you, or whatever. But meanwhile, the other dogs is working different things or whatever. They're letting the dogs, tell them what job they supposed to have. It's a mentality like that. And it's also a mentality where the yards are forcing the same situation, but they're speeding it up. They're creating the stresses. They're creating the things or whatever. They're creating the stresses to call their dogs. They're creating the stress situations. You dig what I'm saying? So it's different mentalities, but they all looking for the same thing: a good dog. But the numbers is the numbers. You know what I mean? So I'm not disrespecting nobody. It's just different mentalities and different things that you want. You want fast food, or you want, the fine cooked meal. You dig what I'm saying? It's gonna take a while. You ain't just getting it in 5 minutes. It ain't gonna be ready. You know what I mean? That's all.
Yeah.
Salute. What they talking about in the chat? What they talking about? Any line you go through, some bullshit to get to the good ones. It's in every line. You got to keep them in, or go through them. Then you evaluate them. Yes, and we all said that. We all said that, city boys. So it shouldn't even be because it's the same thing. To get a good dog, you know what you're looking for. Every line has the bullshit. When people not talking like this, they trying to sell you something. When they not saying these type of things, when they scared to say certain things and all that, believe me, they trying to sell you stuff. When they saying they numbers is different and boom, 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 and all that, believe me, they trying to sell you stuff. I ain't saying they lying, but believe me, they trying to sell you stuff.
Hey, man, salute to the chat, man. Y'all go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't, man. Yes, sir.
Salute, Bulldog community. Good cook up today. Good cook up today. Good cook up today, gentlemen. Good cook up. I salute y'all.
Man. Yeah, we coming up on that hour mark, man.
Hey, who walking there? Who doing road work today?
I ain't doing no road work because it's snake mating season, man. I'm done. I'm done.
Well, Big Hill, you doing road work today?
None of your motherfucking business.
Damn.
he trying to peep your keep, big fella.
Hey, I'm doing 10 miles today.
You doing 10? Wait, that's what you doing? Weights or no weights?
I'm no weights. I'm gonna do 5, then I'm gonna wait about probably like an hour. Then I'm gonna go do another 5. In between, it's the jumping. We ain't using no weights on. I ain't using no weights on my key. All calisthenics, all running, jumping. Anything she pulling is my weight. No weights. I'm coming through this
Ain't nothing wrong with
Bruce
that.
Lee.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I use weights 24/7, but ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now, when she have a litter and I get a meal, he gonna get the weight put on him, but that's in the future.
Shit, the males can't leave the house. I mean, with the females, depending, I at least got to put a weight collar on. But males, nah, they ain't leaving without no weight vest and collar. They got to have both. They leave out this motherfucker.
But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. I'm gonna go get into this road work.
Yes, sir, man.
All right.
You know what it is, man. Hey, look, Saturday, man. Saturday. Yeah, Saturday, man. 9:30. We got the Digital Dog Show, man. We got free shirt giveaways, man. We got the Dog of the Week. You know what I'm saying? On Friday, and Dog of the Month voting on Saturday. Y'all check that out, man. Yes, sir. And
how you get in that?
so the Dog of the Month is, we have Dog of the Week every week. So we'll take the winners of each Dog of the Week, and then we will, vote for Dog of the Month. And that,
Okay then. Yeah, I need to put my little boy up in here.
Yeah, you can do it today, man. If you want to, you can just take a shot.
Yeah, I want to throw him up in there real quick, man.
Okay, we'll get you. I'll get you.
Picks up in there. Shoot a couple picks up in there or something.
Yeah, what you can do is take a good shot of them and take the best shot you can, and then send it in, man, and we'll put it up there for the public to vote on it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Definitely shoot that up there.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all boys, man. I got a pretty little joker.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Yes, sir.
All right. Got a good one over there.
Yeah, man, that's what's going down, man.
And to the community, I made sure y'all seen me apologize to my royal brother Mike Dan, and make sure y'all do not get it construed like like any of this shit directed to my brother Mike Dan. I know that he know more than me about that shit. Salute Mike Dan. I'm just talking to y'all, sharing my thoughts with y'all or whatever. And I don't want nobody in the Bulldog community to get that shit misconstrued like it's Big Hill against Mike Dan. Never that. And matter of fact, I'm gonna do 50 push-ups for talking that shit to Mike Dan. Salute, brother, again. And that's what
Salute the OG Mike
that's
Dan,
how it is.
Man. Salute the OG, man. Solid too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah,
but everybody else, I had to put
some good words on Mike Dan. I didn't even know who Mike Dan was. You did what I'm talking about, but I had some folks that I really respect speak some really high praises of that man. So,
what's up?
You did what I'm saying, so I'm like, yeah, hey, you did what I'm talking about. They be like, you met him? I'm like, yeah, we be in the chat. Woo, 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 woo. He's like, oh yeah, he's a real good guy.
To all you other niggas, y'all already know I had that fuck you shirt on today for you niggas. Yeah, for sure. Salute.
Yeah. And I jumped up out fresh about the shower and put my buster repellent on. I put my sucker be gone spray on.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about that buster spray. So keep the busters away from you. You dig what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Fresh out the shower.
Yes, sir.
Staying sucker free.
Yeah,
hey, hold up before we roll out. Hey, community, y'all know that song that boy made and it was hot. And that's the perfect song for today. It's all right when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Fuck them.
Hey, the link is in the chat for anybody, for the WhatsApp, for anybody who's trying to get in their dog of the week, man. That's where you put your shots in at, man.
Hold on, let me go into the chat real quick.
Let me see here. I highlight it for you.
Where?
There we go.
Oh,
right
up at
there.
the top.
Right here. You see it? Yeah.
Yeah, at the top.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It won't let me.
Is we going out or what? Is we what's going on?
Yeah. All right, we out. I was just letting them do this thing, man.
We motherfuckers in this your ride. Just ride.
Nah.
Hey, get on up out of here, man.
All right, we out.
This ain't about clicks. This ain't about sides. It's about real ones linking up and getting this bread. Shogun. I ain't here for the gossip, I'm here for the profit. Built a lane out the mud, now it's time for the bosses. You ain't gotta like me, you just gotta respect it. A real one recognize work when he check it. Seen too many fold over pride and flex. Chose ego over dollars, chose hate over checks. But me, I'm staying solid, staying down with the cold. Plant seeds, water dreams, watch the whole team grow. I ain't asking for love, I'm demanding respect. I'm giving you a lane you could choose or neglect. But one thing's certain, the real gon' rise. And Shogun Unlimited built for them times. We can all break bread, we can all build more. We can all run it up, we can all open doors. It's Shogun rules, grind to be gone. Come build with the real or get left alone. Built for this, built to reign. Built for the ones that respect the game. That respect the game. That respect the game. I done seen kings fall, seen bosses lose faith, trying to beef with the fam when the plate was straight. I ain't here to battle no brother that grind. I'm here to double the bag, triple the line. If you real, you feel it in your soul when I speak. It's bigger than dogs, it's legacy we keep. Ain't no handshake deals, just loyalty shown. Ain't no fronting in the work, just grinding alone. Shogun's the flag, Shogun's the code. And every real one got a seat at this road. But if you moving with pride, moving for fame, you gon' miss out on building your name. We can all break bread, we can all build more, we can all run it up, we can all open doors. It's Shogun rules, grind to be gone. Come build with the real or get left alone. Built for this, built to reign. Built for the ones that respect the game. That respect the game. This ain't for everybody. It's for the ones who see the bigger picture. Shogun Unlimited. Built for this. This ain't for everybody. It's for the ones who see the bigger picture. Shogun Unlimited. Built for